exchange between Narada and Yudhishthira Maharaj, actually ending with the teacher. Aksham dasha pranam adharma dharmo Chakre abhimanam pratinam cha jivam Pranurhitasya pranavam pathanti Sharam tu jivam parameva laksham Aksham dasha pranam adharma dharmo Chakre abhimanam pratinam cha jivam Pranurhitasya pranavam pathanti Sharam tu jivam parameva laksham Aksham dasha pranam dharmo Chakre abhimanam pratinam cha jivam Pranurhitasya pranavam pathanti Sharam tu jivam parameva laksham
Anurhitasya pranavam patanti Chanantu jivam parameva laksham
Aksham dasha pranam adharma dharmo
Aksham dasha prana dharma Chakre vimanam ratinam cha jivam
Hitasya pathavam patanti
Anurhitasya pranavam patanti
parameva laksham
Chanantu jivam parameva laksham
Aksham is spokes of charity. Dasha 10. Pranam, the 10 kinds of air flowing within the body. Adharma, dharma, religion. Two sides of the wheel, up and down. Chakre, in the wheel. Abhimanam, false identification. Pratinam, charioteer or master of the body. Cha, also jivam, the living entity. Dhanu, the bow. He, indeed. Tasya, is. Pranavam, the Vedic mantra Omkar. Pradhanti, it is said. Sharam, arrow. To what? Jivam, the living entity. Param, Supreme Lord. Eva, indeed. Laksham, the target. Translation and purport by Jawani is original in the Vedanta The 10 kinds of air acting in the body are compared to the spokes of the chariot's wheels. And the top and bottom of the wheel itself are called religion and irreligion. The living entity, the bodily concept of life, is the owner of the chariot. The Vedic mantra Pranava is the bow. The pure living entity himself is the arrow. And the target is the supreme being. 10 kinds of life air always flow within the material body. They are called prana, apana, samana, vyana, udana, naga, kurma, krikala, devadatta, and dhanaya. They are compared here to the spokes of the chariot's wheels. The life air is the energy for all of our living beings' activities, which are sometimes religious and sometimes irreligious. Thus, religion and irreligion are said to be the upper and lower portion of the chariot's wheels. When the living entity decides to go back to Godhead, his target is Lord Vishnu, Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the conditioned state of life, one does not understand what the goal of life is. That the goal of life is the Supreme Lord. Rate viduhu swartha gatim hi Vishnu durashayaye bhagirarthamaninaha. The living entity tries to be happy within this particular world, not understanding the target of his life. When he is purified, however, he gives up his bodily conception of life and his false identity as belonging to a certain community, a certain nation, a certain society, a certain family, and so on. Sarvopadhir vinuptam tatparatveena nirmanam. Then he makes the arrow of his purified life, and with the help of the bow, the transcendental chanting of pranava or the Hare Krishna mantra, he throws himself towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sri Vishwanath Thakur has commented that because the words bow and arrow are used in this verse, one might argue that the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the living entity have become enemies. However, although the Supreme Personality of Godhead may become the so-called enemy of the living being, this is his chivalrous pleasure. For example, the Lord fought with Bhishma, and when Bhishma pierced the Lord's body on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, this was a kind of humor or relationship of which there are 12. When the conditioned soul tries to reach the Lord by hurling an arrow at him, the Lord takes pleasure, and the living entity gains the profit of going back to God. Another example given in this regard is that Arjuna, as a result of piercing the Adhara bean or the fish within the chakra, achieved the valuable gain of Draupadi. Similarly, if with the arrow of chanting the holy name of the Lord, one pierces Lord Vishnu's lotus feet by dint of performing this heroic activity of devotional service, one receives the benefit of returning home back to God. Om Ajnanatimidam Dasya Jnananjana Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manavishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mayham Dati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uddhava Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnava Shri Rupam Sabrijatam Saranam Brahmanandikam Sarvekam Savarutam Vajanam Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Saranam Lalita Shri Vishakam Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shri Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityananda Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Namo Mahamudamaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namani Shri Krishna Karuna Sindhu Devi Radha Bhakti Tapta Kanchana Gaurami Radhe Vrindavadishwari Shabhavati Devi Pranamami Devi Manchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindhubhyaeva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vacha Purnaveti Yatripatam Bhante Shri Guru Hare Krishna. Having the discussion by the 7 chapter 8 chapter instructions for civilized beings. We're discussing text 42 today. These were the instructions of Narada as per the questions of Yudhishthira Maharaj. He himself is Dharmaraj, but he's also asking questions. So those who are pure, they get all the more purified. By hearing Hari Katha, by hearing Krishna Katha, one should never think, oh, I can wear dhoti kurta now, I can put tilak, I'll stay in the temple also. So I don't need to hear all this. Right? No. Those who are pure, they become all the more purified. You never find any pure devotee saying, I am so pure that there is no scope of becoming purer. So in the service of the Lord, one can become pure, purer, purest, more purest, most purest. Purity has no limits, right? Why? Because we find that the Uttam Bhakta, the Shuddha Bhakta, always thinks that I am not a devotee. Srimati Radharani is asked, about her devotion. She feels I have no devotion for Krishna. If Srimati Radharani can say she has no devotion for Krishna, you can imagine what should we say? Should we feel, oh, I don't need to hear the Bhagavatam class. Oh, I have read it already. Oh, I have heard it all. Right? I know what's going to be spoken. Like I remember this was year 2001, 25 years ago. I was at the camp temple and few devotees, few of us would stay together. We would go to the Sunday feast to the camp temple. Back in Pune. And we would go for Saturday youth meeting, and that would go late night. And then next morning, early morning, we wake up, we do entire morning program, Bhagavatam class, and everything. And afternoon, Sunday feast would happen around 11:30. So we would find some corner to sleep after the Bhagavatam class and breakfast, and then again we were supposed to get up, attend the Sunday feast, take lunch, and go back to where we stay. So now what had happened was, one devotee was sleeping next to me. So I woke him up, wake up, Sunday feast time, wake up, wake up. And he said, Arey, yesterday night we attended one class. Today morning we have attended class. Every day we attend the class where we are staying. Every day they are telling you what speaker going to say. Speaker will say, we are not this body, we are spirit soul. Krishna is supreme personality of Godhead. Chant Hare Krishna. Everything else in detail. रोज क्या सुनने का वही why should we hear? What's the point? I know the essence now, but that's not how a devotee properly advancing on the spiritual path will say. Those who are pure become all the more pure, right? Those who are pure get all the more attracted to Krishna Katha, right? To the point, Shukdev Goswami in the 10th canto we find he cuts shorts, 2-3 pastimes he wants to cut them short, and Parikshit Maharaj stops him. Do not think that I'm thirsty, I'm hungry. Last 4-5 days I've not eaten or drunk anything. No, you simply give full details. When I am hearing Moose Tattva, when I am hearing Krishna Katha from you, right, my heart is perfectly satisfied. I don't need anything, material. So what should happen? Attraction for Krishna Katha should increase. Our capacity to be with the holy name, our capacity to be with Bhagavatam, our capacity to follow the instructions of Srila Prabhupada in the form of morning program, evening, this should increase. That means we are advancing properly on the spiritual path. Right? Otherwise, what happens if we are not investing in Krishna consciousness, if we are not investing in the way Srila Prabhupada has given, our time automatically will be stolen by Maya. Where is it going? It's simply going to Maya. And in a moment's time, right, everything finishes in material life. Everything. What one moment's time? One president simply gives a presidential declaration. All this out of the country, gone. What will remain? Imagine with us. I am cancelling visas for all. I'm H1 all cancelled. Imagine what will happen. And whole castle is being built. All efforts are going on. And material life means everything ends in. But how much investment we do there? But when it comes to Krishna consciousness, how much seriousness do we apply there? Right? So one has to be very careful with whatever time we have. How do we utilize that time? Right? Especially Prabhupada says, learn to steal the time from Maya. Prabhupada says, Maya has already stolen 24 hours. Now you steal from Maya, right? Maya has taken 24 hours from you, already gone. It's all in its Maya's quota only. Nothing you do, Maya will take. Now, if from Maya we have to steal it back, our success, daily success, is how much have we stolen back from Maya and invested in Krishna. Right? So the morning program like this. So I was saying, Yudhishthir Maharaj is asking question to Narad Muni, and he is no small. One of the 5 Ratnas of Mahabharata is Yaksha Prashna. Vidur Niti is there, Bhagavad Gita is there, Vishnu Sahasranam is there. One is Yaksha Prashna. And Yaksha had asked questions, and this Yudhishthir Maharaj only had answered. And what level of answers are those? Every time you read the Yaksha Prashna section, you are like, wow, somebody can get answer like this. Oh yeah, that's why he's Dharmaraj. But same Dharmaraj, after he's become the king, after the Rajasuya, after this, he's asking questions to Narad Muni. And Narad Muni is giving the answers. And especially in this section, so coming to today's verse, uh, the description is about chariot. Okay? So we all have also heard about the chariot analogy, right? That the body is compared to the chariot, the 5 senses are like the horses, the mind is like the ropes or the reins, right? And the charioteer is the intelligence, and the passenger is the soul. We have heard this Katha Upanishad, very famous for us, Prabhupada quotes in the Bhagavad Gita also. And this comparison with the chariot, like, it's not just restricted to Upanishads or Vedic tradition, or what Narada is saying. Satyaraj Prabhu has written an article in the Back to Godhead magazine years ago, and he quotes how Plato, like, Plato also quotes chariot analogy, and Prabhupada's famous way of saying Sigmund Freud, says fruit, fraud, Prabhupada says fraud, he was a fraud. So Sigmund Freud also gave the same analogy, Prabhupada. So Satyaraj Prabhu writes, in Plato's analogy, what is the difference? Plato says charioteer is the reason, the white horse is the noble impulses, and the dark horse is the lower passions. 2 horses are there, lower passions, noble impulses, lower passions, and charioteer is the reason, he says. And he says that what is the challenge of life? Challenge of life is to control the horses and move upward. That's Plato. Okay? So with this analogy, Plato, he identifies different aspects of psychology, right? But he cannot distinguish between mind, body, intelligence, and soul. And the real self, what is the real self, remains completely undefined. So Plato also picks from Vedic text, but he uses it for his psychological explanations. What about Sigmund Freud? Freud, he says, he gives a name id, id, id. He says uncontrolled desires are the id. The ego is the controller, and super ego is the moral guide. And he says there is simply struggle between higher and lower impulses, right? And he also has this chariot analogy, but no explanation of soul. Okay? But what do Vedas tell us? Without the knowledge of soul, what are you? Where is this chariot heading? Where are you going? Simply, if you talk about some psychological forces are working, simply moving around in this world on this chariot of body, what have you achieved? I have achieved something. I don't know why this finger touched this mic. It came out. It should be like this. Now it will not come. Okay. So Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi Shariram Ratham Evacha. The Vedas and Upanishads are very clear, and Krishna Prabhupada also repeats it. And Krishna also says so. So Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi. Who is the Rathi? Who is in the chariot? It is the Atma. And Shariram Ratham Evacha. This body is the chariot. Right? And the charioteer is the like Dehinosmin Yatha Dehi. Within the house is the house owner. House is separate and the owner is separate. The Deha is separate and Dehi is separate. Body is separate, Atma is separate. Atma is supposed to use the body, not get abused by the body. It is so simple and easy. But can you imagine big philosophers cannot get it? Hmm? So, so Plato, he understands that there is struggle of existence. There's a struggle here. Freud also understands there is a struggle. But the Vedas explains who is struggling. Just to understand that there is struggle is fine. Good, you have come to some realization. But who is struggling here? That Atman. So Western philosophy can explain the chariot very well. Right? Western philosophy can explain how to adjust within the chariot or with the chariot and be very nice in this world. Right? Experiential world. But it does not tell us, right, who is the passenger and where is the chariot supposed to head to or lead to. Hmm? This is only the Vedic text can bring us here. So you'll find in the fourth canto also Narada gives, same analogy there. Krishna speaks about it in Bhagavad Gita, and here in the instruction, here in the instruction to Yudhishthir Maharaj, Narada again repeats the same analogy. Hmm? So the body is the vehicle and we are the passenger. And what did Prabhupada do? In the Western world, when Prabhupada preached, Prabhupada said the body is like the car and the soul is like the driver. Back in India, it was chariot and the driver. Here it became car and the driver. So we are the passenger, we are not the vehicle. It has to be it has to be made very clear. And Prabhupada's explanation was, if you put gas in the car, but if you forget to feed the driver, what will happen? Right? The driver will die. Right? Similarly, this body is being taken care of. Right? Yesterday night we slept. Whom did we put to sleep? The body. Morning we woke up. Whom did we wake up? The body. Right? I hope everyone has woken up. Right? By now. So the body. We bathed the body. We will feed the body. Everything is happening for the body. What did we do for the soul? That means we are also only polishing the car. We are only putting gas in the car. We are forgetting about the driver. Another analogy that is given in Upanishads is a lady who had a parrot and she loved her parrot. And she thought, what can I do for my parrot? She got a golden cage. A very nice, beautiful golden cage she bought for the parrot. But now she got so overwhelmed with the cage now, because it's a golden cage. She kept on polishing the cage all the time, cleaning it, polishing it, but forgot to feed the parrot. The parrot was dead. That's all of our case. We do so much for the body, right? So much care for the body, and we forget that I am spirit soul. Hmm? So Krishna says the body will die, but the soul will not. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Right? But what happens? So much misidentification happens with the body. Right? By dealing with the body, by being with the body, by involving with the body, I start thinking I am the body. Like Sri Prabhupada, Prabhupada was in a school. Right? And Prabhupada got a kid, called a kid in front. Come here. And Prabhupada asked him, what is this? This is my hand. What is this? This is my leg. What is this? This is my head. Fine. What is this? This is my body. And Prabhupada, then where are you? This hand is different, you are different, and the hand belongs to you. The leg is different, you are different, the leg belongs to you. This is my body, this body is different, you are different, body belongs to you. Then who are you? Very simple language we can understand. I am different from the body. But why am I giving so much time to the body? I should give time for myself. But that does not happen. Right? Like you find, as if somebody is watching, playing a video game. And when you get through the levels, very soon you start identifying with Mario. I am Mario. I am crossing levels. I am getting these many points. I have got no one button, and now all everything is switched off. Why did you switch it off? I was so happy with the. I was in. No, you are not. We start identifying with the game and the hero. Right? Sometimes you find in the movie theater, right? When they're watching the movie, they start crying. They're laughing. They're so much into the movie, and that's how we are also living life. So much into each of our movies. And who is the hero in that movie? In our minds, I am the hero. Right? Enter in the world, everyone is running. Everyone thinks I am the hero. I have my movie, and I am going to do something in that dream job, in that dream girl, in that dream. Right? They will sing songs also. Dream girl. Arey Baba, don't don't be in that dream. Come out, wake up, जीव जागो. गौरचंद्र बोले, कोथा निद्रा जाओ माया पिशाचिर बोले. Bhakti Thakur is writing how Lord Chaitanya is trying to wake up the sleeping souls. Right? Wake up, wake up, wake up. So, what happens there in our lives? I'm an Indian, I'm an American, I'm young, I'm old, I'm male, I'm female. So much of this identification with this nationality, race, profession. Like, our Gaur Govind Maharaj. Oh, how much time do I have? Otherwise, it's going to get late. Till 9. Okay. He's looking at you. क्या बोलूं? Okay, I don't mind. I know what I'll stop. Huh?
I will have questions later.
So Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj, he gives a story. So I was going to give this example how, imagine if somebody is acting in a drama. Like Manmohan Shyam is the director. And Kanai Thakur is the hero in the drama. Right? And I get so inspired and I get so involved with the drama. I run away with the heroine. No. The heroine was only till the actress was only till the stage. You're not supposed to know, but I am so involved with the drama. That's what happens to all of us. Right? We get so involved, but we don't have to forget the director can anytime say, close the curtains, over. Time is up. And so many lifetimes we go on like this, but we get so involved with this drama, we forget it's going to end one day. Right? So our Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj, he gives an example how somebody can get so involved. He says, in our village, he says, dramas would happen. And one time there was a drama on Narshing Chaturdashi. And one devotee was chosen to be Narsinghadev. And he got so involved with the drama. He says, especially when Hiranyakashipu was supposed to be ripped open, he was actually pulling him up. Audience ran on the stage, stop, he's hurt, look at him, he's panting, he'll die. They had to be separated. He got so involved with the drama. Then all the drama people, they decided, this guy is good at acting, but he gets too serious. What should we do? Now Ram Navami came. And again some drama had to be done. So they thought, in Ramayana, what role should be given which will be, where no problems will come. They decided let him make Dasharath Maharaj. रोते रोते खत्म life रो तू कितना रो रहा है, you cry on the stage. But Maharaj says what happened when Ram was to leave and Dasharath falls on the floor crying. This actor fell on the floor dead, just as Dasharath Maharaj died in separation of Ram. He literally, his dead body had to be picked up from the stage. Radha Maharaj says, somebody can get, if we can get, remember Dasharath Maharaj like that and leave her body very nice, or remember Ram and leave body. But I am talking about example where Daivi Isha Gunamai, it's Gunamai Maya, and the Maya is tossing us, and we get so involved. Right? So the Vedic texts want us to think, if I am not the chariot, then where is this chariot going? Fine, I am not the chariot, right? So, the ride may be exciting, the ride may be frightening, emotional. Sometimes we go to a fair and we go to that, ferry, what? Ferris wheel, right? Ferry wheel. And what happens? It feels very, it feels very nice. But did it move anywhere? Nowhere. Prabhupada gives the example of the rocking chair. It rocks a lot, but moves nowhere. That's material life. That's how we are with this body. Sometimes happy, sometimes proud, sometimes ashamed, sometimes successful, sometimes depressed. Simply going in circles. Right? Sometimes rich, sometimes poor. Right? So at the end of the month, I'm very happy to see few more zeros in my bank account. Again, after 10 days, I feel, oh, come on. Oh, it reduced. It was so nice. It was looking so good. But again, I have to pay my bills, and again, I have to add some zeros, and again, I have to pay my bills. Right? And what happens? Dharma and adharma are the wheels. Right? Two sides of the wheel. Sometimes pious, sometimes sinful, sometimes heaven, sometimes hell. Right? So, Prabhupada asked this question: what is the goal? So Prabhupada asked this question, right? Is the goal of life only to remain with the body, which you cannot for long, for sure? Your time is going to go up, over. And is it only eat, sleep, mate, different? Is that all? Hmm? And get a job, get a house, right? An independent home with two cars in front of it parked, a lawn, and one car could be Tesla, and my American dream is over. Right? You know why they call it an American dream? Because you have to be asleep to believe it. That's American dream. You have to be asleep. Then only you will believe it. Right? Otherwise, what's the dream about? And everyone in the world in that American dream. One house, two cars in front, my wife, my two children, and see, I'm successful. Everyone is working hard for it. But Srila Prabhupada says, what? At death, what is going with you? This chariot was given to you for what purpose? An entire life story. All that you did ends with what? Just one photo, small photo, and three lines in the obituary column in the newspaper. Nobody wants to read also. Gone. Can you imagine all your life's efforts in three lines? Those three lines also are very costly for me. No, and nobody wants to read. Nobody. Is that what life is meant for? Is that what this chariot was given for? All my life ends in few lines. Right? Beloved father, beloved grandfather, finished. Gone. Over. Right? And what happens? Just like children will build sand castles, we also spend time. The parents will take kids on the beach, and the kids will make sand castles. And the parents are showing their smartness to children. Papa beta, bacha, come on, we have to go home. This is not our home. No, but I made a castle. It's my castle. And the parents will tell, no, very soon the waves will come and all this is going to get finished. And if the child will ask, what about that home that you made? Will it remain? Isn't that a castle that you are making? That you have made? Where are you taking me, Baba? From here you want to make me to go, but what will happen to that? Will time not destroy that? Right? So In this verse specifically is asked, where are we going? Where is this chariot heading? Hmm? So the soul is Satchidananda, right? What should be done? The bow, the arrow, right, is very important. This analogy, I just speak on this. Hmm? So the bow is the bow is the holy name, the arrow is the soul, and the target is Krishna. That comparison also done here. Right? The bow is the holy name. Right? The arrow is the soul. The arrow, if you throw the arrow, nothing much will happen. Right? But if the arrow is kept with a stretched bow, then the arrow will reach long distance and it will reach the target. So the arrow is compared to the soul, the bow is the holy name, and the target is to reach Krishna. How the soul can reach the lotus feet of Krishna. But the chanting of holy name is that process. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Gaur Premanande. I finished. Good presentation is when you finish on time or 1 minute before. Yesterday we discussed, right? 1 minute before. Right.
Right.